Single file restart, getting set here with 3 laps down. Heat race number 1. We're back under green. Change for the second spot. It's Joey Amantia taking that runner-up position, going to 3 and 4. Aaron Bollinger showing the way in the 16. Then the 88J running in second as they go down the backstretch through 3 and 4, working on the second half of this heat race. Rothermel in third, Fred Heinley fourth, and Aiden Borden holding down fifth. 2 to go. 7B of Aiden Borden caught the top 4 now, trying to get by Fred Heinley here as they get the white flag. Checker flag coming out. Aaron Bollinger in the 16 with that victory. First heat win of the year for the 16A, Aaron Bollinger. Second was the 88J of Joey Amantia. Third to 75, Brevin Rothermel. Fourth to 22H, Fred Heinley. Fifth to 7B of Aiden Borden. And sixth to 49, Ben Ernst. Next group of 600s, when you come out, stay single file. Second heat race coming out next, and on the pole of Anvil, car number 3, Sean Dove. Starting second from Slatington, the 46 of Tyler Lindsay, and then going third in car number 8, Cliff Bryan Jr. Starting fourth, the leading heat winner so far this year in the 54D, that's Dakota Bartlett. And fifth in car number 50, Jake Severn. Starting sixth, we mentioned that great points battle between the top 2 cars. Second man in points in car number 03. He's out of Mannheim. That is Ryan Groff. 7th starter, last week's feature winner in the 21K from Bethlehem, Tommy Koonsman. And going 8th, the 71, that is Zach Burgess. Starting 9th, one of the winged 600 regulars, the 3C of Clayton Shaw. 9 cars, 8 laps. Top 6 will redraw for the main event here later on this evening. All right, start getting doubled up, everyone. Start getting doubled up. Sean Dove in his second year. He had a 6th place finish in his rookie season last year. Been struggling a little bit this year so far. He's hoping by starting up here on the front row, maybe can turn his luck around in this heat race. Tyler Lindsay in that green cage number 46, always a top runner here. We'll start from the outside. Green flag in the air. Underway, heat number 2. Oh, some contact on the front straightaway. And Jake Severn. That's not the kind of bath the car needs going through that mud puddle down there on the front straightaway. So Jake Severn will rejoin the rear of the pack. He's going to the pit area. So the 50, Jake Severn, winner here last year, to the pits. Sean Dove will be the leader. We have no laps in. This is a complete restart in the Swingless 600 feature. Back row, last row, 3C and 71. You need to switch. 3 of Sean Dove, 46, Tyler Lindsay. All right, everyone, we're going green this time. We're going Cliff Bryan Jr., one of the regulars at Lenco. A couple times this season, he's been in that 600 car, the number 8 here at Linda Speedway. And he will start from the 3rd spot. So we're set to go here. We'll try one more time. Wingless 600s, heat number 2. Oh, going around up front and one going over. That'll bring the red flag. That was Sean Dove that rolled over, had nowhere to go, and car went over on its lid over there in turn number 2. And, of course, the car that went around was Tyler Lindsay, the 46 car. So Central Medical Group right there on the scene. We always appreciate the great job that they do for us here at Linda Speedway. And they are over there in turn number 2. They've already got the car back on all 4 tires. Good news from turn 2. Everybody is okay over there in turn 2.
All right, everyone. Here's going to be the lineup. We go back, and it is going to be a double file start. 54:03, 21K.
Dakota Bartlett is going to be the race leader on the restart. And we mentioned he is the leading heat winner this year. He's also in the points battle, the top 5 in the points. Dakota Bartlett. So he'll be the race leader when we go back to green flag racing here in heat number 2.
Outside the free seat. Yep, right there. Good.
The Wing 600s over here next Friday night.
Going green this time.
Wing 600s next week. And then 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be back with the Wingless 600. So they'll be back in 2 weeks. Getting set for the restart. Dakota Bartlett, race leader in heat number 2. Groff and Koonsman joining in up front here as they go down the back straightaway. Ryan Groff gets in there a little too hard in the 21K of Koonsman. Side by side going into turn number 1. Koonsman second, Groff in third. Bartlett, the leader, going to turn number 3. Then Koonsman. That red 21K trying to close in. 6 laps to go. Koonsman going to try to make that move as they go to turn 3. And he's got the lead, made a nice move on the inside. Koonsman, Bartlett, and the 03 of Groff. Tyler Lindsay running in 4th. Second, third, fourth, pretty close. While Koonsman pulls away, and we have 3 to go. 54 Bartlett, 03 Groff, 46 Tyler Lindsay, second, third, and fourth. 2 to go. One more time around, white flag in the air. Tommy Koonsman, dominant victory once he took the lead, checkered flag. And with that win, Tommy Koonsman, now a 4-time heat winner this year. That's the most in this class, 4 wins in the heats so far this year. Second was Dakota Bartlett in the 54. Third, the 03 Ryan Groff. Fourth, the 46 of Tyler Lindsay. We have a car with its lights on, light green Kia Rio. Light green Kia Rio with your lights on in the parking lot. Plate number KGT 0377. Light green Kia Rio. Lights are on in the parking lot. Slingshots. Good field of cars for the slingshots tonight. Heat number 1 will line up this way. Super National tonight for the slingshots. The 112 Cody Klein. Last week's winner will start from the pole. 7 of Shelby McLaughlin will start second. Third, the 18S Ronnie Spittler. Fourth, the 22 Tanner Van Dorn. 32 Brett Bieber. Fifth, then the 1X Trevor Bixler. 28 Scott Slade. Chuck Wary in the 21W. Carter Weant and Tyler Hoke, 1R. So the leaders over there in turn 4. Cody Klein. Last week, he won the final race to lock himself into the chase, which starts tonight. The chase is a 5-race series. And Cody Klein, by virtue of that win, locked himself in. And now getting off to a rough start here in heat number 1.
20A, you need to be outside of the 1. 20A, you need to be
Slingshot Super National. 29 cars tonight. Split into 3 heat races. 7 Shelby McLaughlin and 18S, 3-time winner this season here at Linda Speedway, Ronnie Spittler. Lined up, everybody in their proper positions. We'll go green this next time. White 22, that's Tanner Van Doren. And the 32 alongside, the Ole Jet, Brett Bieber, former national slingshot champion, also a former champion at Action Track. Lined up here in heat race number 1, ready to go, and the green flag's in the air. Spittler takes the lead down the back straightaway. Brett Bieber second. Here on lap number 1. Ronnie Spittler out of Cleona, your race leader. 32, Brett Bieber holding down that second spot. Shelby McLaughlin in the 7 car running third, and then TVD, Tanner Van Doren. As they race down the back straightaway, top 4 remains the same. It's still Spittler, who has been really strong this year, racing against a powerful group of cars every week, has enjoyed 3 wins, which is the most of any driver in this class. And he's pulling away from the pack here as we will go halfway. 4 down, 4 to go. Bieber in second, and then McLaughlin in the third spot. Van Doren fourth. The youngster Trevor Bixler holding down that 5th spot. And Chuck Wary in the 6th position in the 21. Be 2 to go this time on the 18S. Ronnie Spittler 2 more times around. As he pulls away, second place a little closer between Bieber, who took that spot early in the going, Shelby McLaughlin running in third, and then Tanner Van Doren and Trevor Bixler. Chuck Wary in 6th. They're working on the final lap. They'll see the checker flag this time. Ronnie Spittler getting the win. So on race number 1 of the Chase 5-race series, starting off on the right foot, Ronnie Spittler with the win in the heat. Brett Bieber was second, 32. Then the 7, Shelby McLaughlin. Tanner Van Doren was 4th. And Trevor Bixler, the 5th place finisher. Second heat will line up this way. On the pole be the 24H of Kyle Hervé. Starting second, the 77 of Wally Bell. Going third, one of our regulars, the F14, Scott Gray. And starting 4th, back with us here tonight, in the 35, Dylan Hoke. 5th, the 1W, Austin Webster. 6th, regular season champion in the slingshots this year, the 22T, Justin Thompson. Starting 7th, last year's champ, the 3, Dave Carrigan. 8th, 5V, Nick Vince Seguera. Starting 9th, the 56, Andrew Turpin. And scheduled to start 10th is the 51 of Brian Prevel. 10 cars, 6 will qualify. Well, the lead car will be the 24H Kyle Hervé. So we'll start from the pole spot. My kid calls that car the zebra car, and it does resemble a zebra. Wally Bell, first start, will start second. All 10 cars made the call for heat race number 2. As they crawl down the back straightaway, getting ready for a start. Brian Prevel out of Canada, that 51 car. No start. False start. We'll call it back. Complete restart will be next. So Brian Prevel, the 51 out of Canada, with us tonight. Here, a part of the Super Nationals for the Slingshots and also the Junior Slingshots. Couple of point champions out there in this one. Justin Thompson, the regular season champion, as we head into the chase now. And the three of Dave Carrigan. Of course, last year, Dave was the overall champion, won the most races last year. This year, he's been close, but still knocking on the door, trying to get that victory here in 2019. And we have a green.
Yellow's out. Yellow.
And right in front of us here, caution flag coming out. Nick Vince Seguera in the 5.
Okay, just watch it here on the front stretch. We got the car up high right at the flag stand. One W. Is that a 1W? Yeah. No, the red one goes. 1W, you need to go up
Nick
2
able
spots
to
behind
rejoin the
spot.
pack, gets that car filed back up,
1W, you need to go up 2 spots
and he will restart from the back of the pack. Kyle Hervé will be the leader on the start.
1W22T.
Still trying to get that first lap in.
56 and 51. Let's get doubled up, everyone. Let's get doubled up.
24H, Kyle Hervé. And the 77, Wally Bell,
Lap in here.
will be your front row.
6 outside the 3.
Dylan Hoke is back with us tonight. He's in the 35. He spent some time in a Sportsman Modified this season. And of course, he's a veteran competitor here in the Slingshots, second generation driver.
All right, we're going green this time. We'll put bubble wrap around you. Infirmary over there. Regular people over here. Just wondered if you let him out of quarantine. His mom must be sleeping.
Green flag out as they race down the back straightaway. They were 4 wide at the back of the pack. And the caution out. Car in turn number 1 bringing out the caution flag.
35, 77, 22, 3.
So Dylan Hoke, 35.
77, you should be second. 77, then 22T. Behind the 24 should be the 1W. 1W, you should be behind the 24. 1W up 2 spots behind the 24. Good. Good. All right, let's start getting doubled up. Start getting doubled up. Okay, 77. Looks like 35 is choosing the top.
So it's been a tough heat race for Nick Vince Guerra. Be towed to the pit area, 5V car. And they will line him up here, get ready for the restart. Dylan Hoke, the race leader.
All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time. Green and half. Oh, God. Sean's it's like handicap.
Green flag in the air, back underway.
This is a handicap
Dylan Hoke is the leader. And now up to second, Dave Carrigan, along with the 22. Justin Thompson sliding into that third spot here, nearly going. Back to fourth now, the 77, Wally Bell. Up front still Dylan Hoke, the 35. In the back of the pack, racing closely. At the tail of the field back there, 56, Andrew Turpin. Racing alongside the 1W, Austin Webster. Halfway through, 4 down, 4 to go. And we got a car going around in turn 2. I'll bring out the caution flag. The 56 of Andrew Turpin, that's the car that went around in turn 2. Bringing out the caution flag with 4 down and 4 to go. Up front, Dylan Hoke is showing the way to 35 car. But he will now have Carrigan and Thompson, 2 of the heavy hitters here at Linda Speedway in a regular Friday night. They will be second and third. And in the first starting, Wally Bell will be fourth. And then Scott Gray, the F14, and Kyle Hervé in the 24. Turpin, the 56 car, rejoining the back of the pack.
All right, everyone, this is a single file start.
This is heat number 2. Race 3 is up next.
We're going green this time.
And then we have our 270 micros coming up with their heat races. Green flag back in the air, and we'll see if Carrigan and Thompson can apply the pressure here on the start. Racing into turn number 1. Dylan Hoke, Carrigan, Thompson, top 3. Hoke puts a little space between himself and Carrigan. Thompson racing third, Bell in fourth. Scott Gray in the 5th spot, as they will see 2 to go this time. 2 more times around on the 35 of Dylan Hoke. White flag out, Dylan Hoke. Carrigan second, Thompson third. So the top 6 qualify, and it was Dylan Hoke taking the win in the 35. Second to 3, Dave Carrigan. Third, Justin Thompson, 22T. Fourth was Wally Bell. 50 F14, Scott Gray. And 6th was a 24H, Kyle Hervé. Heat number 3 will line up this way. 9 cars in this one. Pole car will be the 7A of Josh Patterson. Starting second will be the 3S of Brett Spittler. Starting third, the SNS 55, Jared Silphy. And starting in the 4th spot, winner this year, the 114, Travis Bieber. 5th start at 21J, Josh Weant. And 6th to 144, Faith Turnbull. 7th will be the 13 of Blair Shanley. And 8th to 47Z of Zachary Steffi. Scott Neary in the 5S will start in the 9th spot. So all part of the Super National here tonight. A lot of invading drivers. The SNS Speedway cars out there. Jared Silphy, one of the top competitors at Action Track, along with Scott Neary in the 5S. We have Zachary Steffi, a winner this year here at Linda Speedway, also racing in the chase, starting from the 8th spot. Pole car, first time here this year, Josh Patterson, 7A. So they're lined up. Top six will qualify to the main event, which will be 20 laps later this evening. Here we go. Green flag in the air. And they're close up front here as they'll come down the straightaway. Brett Spittler, teammate to the earlier winner in the heat. 3S taking the lead. Travis Bieber into the second spot. We have a car just off the front straightaway here. The 5 car into the infield. Brett Spittler, Travis Bieber, then Silphy, the 55. Up to 4th, the 47 of Zachary Steffi. Blair Shanley got in there wide and fell back to the last position with 2 laps complete. It's still the 3S of Brett Spittler up front. Jared Silphy in the 55. His first start here of the season, running in the 3rd spot. Pole sitter Josh Patterson back to 5th, the 7. Halfway through it, 4 down, 4 to go. And the top 2 closer going down the backstretch. 114 closing in. That is Travis Bieber. He looks to the inside, and he'll try to make that move going into turn number 1. Side by side in 2. And it's the 114, Travis Bieber. Will pull into the lead going to turn number 3. Spittler tries to come back on the inside. Won't happen. And Travis Bieber get the 2 to go signal. 2 laps remaining on car 114. Picked up his first Linda Speedway win earlier this year. Last week had a blown engine. Coming back here tonight. Looks strong so far. Battle for second. Jared Silphy on the inside. Final lap. Taking the victory. Very impressive win for the 114 of Travis Bieber. Second was Jared Silphy on the last lap. Third was Brett Spittler, the 3S. Fourth, Zachary Steffi, the 47. Fifth was the 7 of Josh Patterson. And then the 13 of Blair Shanley. Blair will be the 6th car qualifying to the main event out of that heat race. Well, the time trial series here tonight. This is race number 3, and they are now ready for their heat races. We have a pair of heats tonight for the 270s. That's Jake Severin out there. We saw him take a ride through the mud earlier, and he's getting that car sorted out, the 50 car.
He can't. The film should have been 3, 6, or 9. Should have been 9.
Starting lineup for the 270 heat number 1 on the pole from Lebanon, 38 Brandon Heist. Outside pole, the 5-time winner in the 21K, Tommy Koonsman. Starting third in the 15, that's Sean McAndrew. And going fourth, your quick timer Earlier tonight in the 02, Alex Swift. Starting fifth, the 76 of Brent Shearer back with us tonight. And on the outside of row number 3 in car number 5 is Jesse Smith. 7-starter, first-year driver here at Linda Speedway. Been turning in some good runs in that 69 car, Cameron Smith. And going 8th, one of the regulars at Clive Martin Memorial Speedway, the N8 of Nate Gibble. 9th starter will be the 2C of J.T. Pertosky. 9 cars, 8 laps. All will qualify.
This will be after the 2 seconds.
We have 2 heats for the 270s, and then we will have a consolation for the 600 modifieds to follow.
All right, we're going green.
Line up 2x2, ready for the start.
We're going green this time.
Coming his brother Brian Heiss, number 38, Brandon Heiss will lead the field to the green flag, but Koonsman, we will not have a green here. No start. Call him back. We'll try it again. Everybody lined up in their proper positions. Sean McAndrew, we usually see him at National Open time. Very well-established racer. He's here tonight in a 15 car. Starting from that 3rd spot. "38" will lead the field once we get back to racing. Now, one car going to the pit area. Nate Gibble, unfortunately, going to the pits in the N8 car. So that'll put our starting field down to 8 cars.
All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time. So we're doing these heats, then the mod B, then intermission, and then the B main for these guys. Let's see the first thing back out. What's that? Well, keep the slingshot. They don't have a oh.
Green flag in the air, and it's Koonsman racing side by side with Brandon Heist. Down the back straightaway, and the race lead going to Koonsman on the outside. Lap number 1. Heist second. Swift in the 3rd spot. Quick timer tonight. McAndrew back to 4th. As they race through 3 and 4 in the early going. Down the straightaway. Koonsman. McAndrew closing in on the 02 of Alex Swift. That Walton number 02 car. "38, Brandon Heist, the 02 of Swift, running in 3rd. Their 2nd, 3rd, very close. Here working on halfway. 4 down, 4 to go. Leader is pulled away. Tommy Koonsman. I'll leave the battle there for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Number 38 car of Brandon Heist trying to hold off 2 hard chargers. Alex Swift and Sean McAndrew. Not too far back in the 5th spot. is the 76 car. Brent Shearer. And then Cameron Smith running in 6th. White flag one more time around. Koonsman taking the victory. So he started second, wasted no time in taking that top spot, getting the victory. Car number 21K, Tommy Koonsman. Second was the 38, Brandon Heist. Third, the 02, Alex Swift. Fourth, the 15 of Sean McAndrew. Heat race number 2 will line up this way. We'll be celebrating a birthday on Monday. Car number 18, Bill Gray, will start from the pole. Outside out of Bloomsburg, the 77S, Ben Stoltz. Starting third out of Lebanon, car number 41, it's the Rocket Man, Mike Boyer. Starting fourth, the living legend. He's here tonight. We're honoring him this evening, and he's in the 21D. Randy West, starting from the 4th spot. Fifth starter, the 87 of Austin Graby. And his brother will start outside the 77 car. Rookie driver Isaac Graby. Starting 7th be the 14, Brandon Kroc. And going 8th in the B8, Brittany Zeller. Starting 9th will be the 96 of Brock Whistler. That's your lineup for heat number 2. 600 modified consolation will be next. Then it will be intermission after the 600 modified consi. Lined up 2 by 2. Bill Gray making the tow from New Jersey. One of the regulars at Spirit Auto Center Speedway. He'll lead the field here on this start along with Ben Stoltz in the 77S, the white and blue car. You got him set, and the green flag is in the air. Side by side for second. It's Stoltz holding the spot, then Boyer. On the outside, Randy West put it up on the top. He's still 4th. Austin Graby will go to the inside, and he'll take 4th spot. West will fight back as they go to turn number 3. And Randy West up to the 4th spot. Up front. Still Bill Gray up front in the 18 and the 77 of Stoltz. 41 of Boyer. Randy West holding down 4th. Austin Graby 5th. Battle for 6th side by side. Kroc on the inside. And Brandon Kroc has 6th. Austin Graby trying to come back at Randy West. That's for 4th spot. They go into turn number 3. '87 of Graby. Still close to Randy West. The top 3 remains the same. And it's Bill Gray showing the way into turn number 1. Some space between himself and the 77. Ben Stoltz running in 2nd. They'll get the white flag one more time around. Fast-paced heat race. And Bill Gray has led every lap so far. Still a battle for that 4th spot. Austin Graby, Randy West on the final lap. '18 Bill Gray gets the win. 77S Ben Stoltz 2nd. 41 Mike Boyer 3rd. After a great battle, the 87 Austin Graby was 4th. 21D Randy West 5th. And 14 Brandon Kroc was 6th. So Randy West back behind the wheel tonight.
No scale.
Looked really impressive out there in that Williams 21D car. He battled with Austin Gravy. What a great show that they put on, battling for position. Up next will be the 600 modified Consi. Starting lineup for the Consi for the 600 modifieds. On the pole, the 41S, Joe Plunkett. Starting second, the 62, Shauna Shabilia. Starting third, the 24, DJ Hunt. And going fourth, the 28S, Sam Shikatano. Starting fifth, the 22, one of our regulars here, Lance Garrison. And going sixth, out of Middletown, the 75M, Madison Pacheco. Seventh starter from Pottsville, the 93, Ray Gradwell. And going eighth, the 26 of Grant Shabilia out of Nazareth. Ninth starter will be the 98 from Pine Grove, Matt Warner. And 10th, 76, Matt Bruns. 11th starter, the 4, Ryan Stoner. 12th, the 162 out of Pine Grove, Heath Mockmer. And starting 13th, the 88, Eric Whitby. Drives the number 88 car. Will start from the back. This will be an 8-lap consolation. 8 laps.
All right, guys, let's get doubled up. Let's get doubled up here.
Everybody getting in their proper positions. Trying to qualify for that main event here. Tour race tonight for the XL 600 modifieds. They'll start in turn number 4. Green, flag in the air. Consolation underway. Matty Pacheco dropped back a few spots in the 75. But up front, lap number 1. Shauna Shabilia, the 62. Joe Plunkett running second. DJ Hunt in the third spot. And then Garrison racing in fourth with Sam Shikatano in the 28S, down on the low side. 98 of Matt Warner. And we have a car going around in turn number 2. That was Whitby, who had moved up a couple of spots, caution out. So Eric Whitby, who started in the back, had moved up about 5 spots. Car got wide coming out of turn number 2, and the caution flag comes out. They will be calling the 75M of Matty Pacheco on the spin, and Madison will have to go to the back for the restart. So the 88 and the 75M will go to the back.
62 should be behind the 4, and then Whitby would be in front of Madison.
That's why I drove mine before the intermission, because then it's gonna come real quick.
Got the green flag back in the air, back underway. One car up on the outside, Garrison. We have one car sideways, and it is Sam Chicatano bringing out the caution flag. Was running up in the 4th spot, Sam Chicatano, 28S, and the 41 of Joe Plunkett back there also. So we're sticking on 2 laps complete, and the 28S and 41S
98,
have to go to the back.
26. 98, 90.
So the car rejoining the back, Sam Chicatano, he is the points leader in the Tour right now. Sam Chicatano, the Tour points leader, followed by Shauna Shabilia and Grant Shabilia, the top 3 in the Tour points.
Single file this time, guys. We're going this time, off of forward. This time, off of forward.
And it just so happens that all 3 of those cars happen to be out in this consolation. Under the green flag, they go down the back straightaway. Battle up front, it's Shauna Shabilia, DJ Hunt on the inside. 24 DJ Hunt now will wrestle that lead away as they go down the back stretch. DJ Hunt, the new race leader. Lance Garrison running 3rd with Matt Warner 4th. Eric Whitby continuing to work his way back up through the pack in the 88 car. Up to 7th right now. One more time around. As the race leader is checked out from the field, DJ Hunt, the 24. Checkered flag, DJ Hunt.
Good run, guys. Good run. No scales.
DJ Hunt with the victory. Then Shauna Shabilia, the 62 second. 22 Lance Garrison 3rd. Matt Warner 4th in the 98. Ray Gradwell 5th, the 93. Grant Shabilia, the 26. Eric Whitby in the 88. And Sam Chicatano was 8th. We're going to have a brief intermission, quick intermission here before we get to the slingshot consolation. So a brief intermission before we get to the next race. Last call on the 50-50. So if you haven't gotten your tickets or maybe you want to get a few more chances, now's your time. Last call on the 50-50.
1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
One, two. Check 1 2. Test 1 2. All right. Well, tonight is a tribute to one of our great legendary drivers here at Linda Speedway. He's back behind the wheel tonight as well. We welcome Randy West up here to the tower. It's great to have you back, Randy.
Well, thanks. Thanks for having us out here.
I tell you what, you've had a great career here. I know you have 4 National Open wins here. That race was always very good to you. I'm sure you have a lot of great memories of racing here at Linda's.
Oh yeah, this was my home for probably 10 years that we came here just about every Friday night. And yeah, we've had a lot of fun here through the years. I think we're somewhere on the list of the all-time 270 win list. Not sure where we're at, but we're there somewhere. But yeah, it's always been good. It's nice to get back here tonight. I think we might have missed her a little bit in the heat race, but we'll see what we can find.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Test 1 2.
Okay, we'll try this again. We have Randy West here, living legend here tonight at Linda Speedway. And of course, it's great to have Randy back here tonight, back behind the wheel. How did it feel getting behind the wheel tonight of the micro sprint?
Well, we felt pretty good there in time trials. We weren't so good in hot laps, and the heat race, I think we went the wrong way. So we'll see if we can get something after it. But it's nice to come back here. They got a little different surface on than what I was used to back in the day.
When you started here, I'm not quite sure the year. I think it was 1993. Might have been back then. Of course, out of the Boyertown area, you think maybe you might have got your start in the modifieds over at Grandview, but you chose 270 micros.
Yeah, I always kind of like the open wheel deal. I think if I ran Grandview weekly, I'd have killed somebody by now because I don't know how Craig and Dwayne, them guys, they go there every week, and it's just brutal. That's not for me.
Talk about your career here at Linda's. We were just talking about you're probably up there on the all-time win list. Of course, 4 National Open wins. Talk about some of the great runs you had here.
The National Open was always good to me. I think if they ever did a point average, I probably had the best point average. I had, if I didn't get second, I won. And here the last couple of times I ran, I wasn't so good. But I guess age will do that to you a little bit.
How long has it been since you've been behind the wheel of a 270?
I ran a couple laps here last year at the Race of Champions. Mike invited me over, and before that, I'm not even sure.
Well, as I said, it's great to have you back here. What race would stand out, maybe not even just here at Linda's, but in your career as one of your most highlighted races?
Well, I guess that first National Open was only the second feature I ever won ever, and I never raced anything until I was 22. So I think that one stands out. You know, like I said, the National Open here has been real good to me. I won my first sprint car race at Orange County in the URC race. And at that time, my car owner was laid up really bad in the hospital. So that was really cool to get that for him. And I almost kind of say that kind of healed him a little bit. But they're all good. You know, you got to enjoy them when you can. The 270 stuff kind of got a little stale because you win a bunch and you run third and nobody talks on the way home, and then that kind of got stale and we did the sprint car deal, but it's nice to play with it again a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the URC career. Talk a little bit about your time in the URC?
URC, when I ran, they had 40 cars, and of course, when I ran here, they had 60 270s every night, and we did points handicapping. So that really makes you race. The sprint car deal was good. I was fortunate enough. I owned my own car for not even a year and realized I couldn't afford to do that. And then I was fortunate enough to run, I guess I ran URC 13 years and had car owners every year. So I was very fortunate at that.
I remember the 56, the Kennedy 56. You had a lot of great runs in that car.
Yeah, we ran that car for 9 years. Fred and I got along really good there. And towards the end, it just wasn't working anymore. And it's time to do something else. And my son was coming up. He was ready to start traveling quarter midget racing. So we did that and moved him to a 270 for a little bit. And now he's in a 600. So we spend our time with that now.
So how's things going with his career in the 600?
He's getting it. It's seat time. I always think when you bring a kid into a 600, it's a 3-year process. I think we're right on track where we need to be. He's competitive. We go good some nights and we don't go so good. And he's running a 10-year-old car that I built for Brett Shanley 10 years ago. So I'd say he might not have the most modern equipment out there.
Well, here we are tonight, and you got that taste of racing again. Does it make you want to come back here full time again?
Nah, I'll never go in here full time anymore. I kind of like sitting down every now and then. When you race full time, there's no time for that. And I got a side business where I build the micro stuff yet, and I scaled that back a little bit with taking a full time job. So there's not a whole lot of time for me to go racing full time. I've always threatened I'm going to build a new car and do something different. And one of these days, maybe we'll get around to it. I'll probably be 90 by then.
Well, you never know. You might be still winning races at 90 too.
Well, I don't know. Was it Force's 70 and he just won one the other week?
That's right. Yep.
So we always teased, my wife and I think it was Jack Veneman at Lanco. Do you remember, Michael? Right? They were like really old. And his wife would push him up there and like when we were young and they were probably 70, and I'm like, yeah, that's going to be us someday.
You never know. Well, we want to thank you for coming out tonight, and of course, celebrating you as a living legend. I'm sure that means a lot to you as well. And fans, if you want to give a round of applause, Randy West up here tonight, and he'll be racing in the main event in that 21D car. Good luck to you tonight, and thanks so much for coming out.
Thanks for having us out, and thanks for all the fans for coming out. Without racing's nothing without fans and friends. It's just a whole deal. It's what you do.
And we have autograph cards up here in the tower that Randy's going to sign. So we will ask everybody in a kind fashion to make their way up here to the tower. And you can get an autograph card from Randy as he's signing them right now. So anybody that wants an autograph card from Randy West, come up to the tower, and we'll do that as we get ready for the slingshot consolation. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
how it is.
All right, the Consi lineup will go this way. 112 Cody Klein on the pole. The 1W Austin Webster starting second. Third, the 144 Faith Turnbaugh. Fourth, the 1R Tyler Hoke. Fifth to 51 Brian Prevel. Sixth to 21 J. Josh Weant. Seventh to 28 Scott Slade. And then eighth to 56 Andrew Turpin. Ninth to 5E Nick Vince Aguera. 10th to 5S Scott Neary. And 11th to 14C Carter Weant.
14 on the outside of the yellow 5. 14C. 14C outside the yellow 5. 5S, you should be on the inside.
So Cody Klein goes from winning his feature last week to starting on the pole of the consolation here 1 week later. Out of Bangor, Pennsylvania, Cody Klein. Austin Webster making a rare start here tonight. Will be lined up on the outside.
The red 20 should be outside the orange 21. 21, 20, 56.
As they get into proper positions, this will be the final qualifying event before we get ready for our 6 main events here tonight. Very busy night of racing here at Linda Speedway this evening. And once we finish with this qualifier, main events will be coming up.
All right, we're going green this time. We're going green this time.
Get the green flag this time by
Fill in, 20, fill in.
6 will qualify to the main event. Top 6. Green flag is in the air. We're underway. Webster started up top, tries to swing it down low, but the 112 of Klein pulls away. Racing the corner number 1, Cody Klein separates himself from the field. Webster second, Hoke third. As they race down the back straightaway here, working on lap number 1. Cody Klein pulling away from the field. Second on back, that's close. But the race leader, we have a car spinning in contact in 3 and 4.
Yellow's out. Yellow, 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 yellow. 5 is the only one that stopped.
Well, Josh Weant, the 21J, got sideways, got tagged with nowhere to go by Scott Neary in the 5S. And that brings out the caution flag.
56. He's going to the 10, right? 56. No, the 21. 56. 5.
So Josh Weant involved in that accident with the 5S Scott Neary. They go to the back. Race leader is Cody Klein.
The yellow 5. The blue 5 should be next. Behind the 56. Who was the yellow?
Regular once again with us this year, picking up his first win a week ago. 5 races in this chase starting tonight. And Klein definitely wants to get through this consolation, qualify for the main event a little later on. That'll be 20 laps. Austin Webster in the red 1W. And then the other one out there, that's Tyler Hoke in the 3rd spot. 51, Brian Prevel. We mentioned Brian's made a long haul here today out of Canada, and he is currently in the 4th spot.
5V, then the 20, then the 144. Switch to 20A and 144. That 28 doesn't listen to that one way. 20A, 144. Then if the 14C wants it, he should be in front of those two. 14C at the back should move up to 14C.
The features tonight, the restricted 600 micros will be first, then the modified feature, followed by the junior slingshots, the 600 micros, the all-star slingshots, and the 270s. That's the order for the features coming up after this consolation race.
Let's get doubled up now. Let's get doubled up.
Everybody in their proper spot. They're lining them double file for the restart. 2 laps complete, 6 to go. 112 Cody Klein, 1W Austin Webster, 1R Tyler Hope, 51 Brian Preble, 56 Andrew Turpin, 144 Faith Turnbaugh. Top 6 qualified in the main event. And Faith holds down that 6th spot right now. Whoa, 3 wide at the back as they were slamming doors back there. Everybody straightens out, keeps going. 112 Cody Klein, the race leader, out of turn number 4. Webster second. Tyler Hoke running in third. Preble in that 4th spot. Nick Vinciguerra and Weant. Then a side-by-side right behind that 6th place car. 6th, 7th, and 8th, they're close to 5S and Neary down to the inside. Going to take that final transfer spot. And a slowing car in turn 2. Caution flag.
112, 1W, 1R, 51, 5.
56 Andrew Turpin
5S.
is the car over there in turn number 2.
21J, then 5S. 21J, then 5S. 5S, 14. 20, 144. Hey, they're not listening. The orange car needs to go in front of the yellow car. 21, then 5S.
Race leader to 112 Cody Klein and the 1W Austin Webster. 1R Tyler Hoke in third. 51 Brian Preble in fourth. Nick Vinciguerra in the 5th spot. And then Josh Weant, the 21J. Car in the back stretch is Andrew Turpin, the 56, as they will push that car, try to push that car back to power. Four laps down, 4 to go, and then we'll have the restricted 600 feature up next.
All right, everyone, let's get bunched up. We're going green this time. We're going green this time.
And I'm set for the restart. Single file, 4 down, 4 to go. Green flag is in the air. And Hoke makes contact with the wall.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
They were battling for the 2nd spot. Tyler Hoke went wide and made some contact with the wall, put that car up on 2 wheels on the back straightaway. Brings out the caution flag. Will stay at 4 laps complete. Driver is okay, climbing out of the car back there. Tyler Hoke. As we're still showing 4 laps on the board, 4 to go here in the consolation for the slingshots. First consi of the year for the slingers here at Linda Speedway. Great field of cars. We mentioned 29 signed in tonight. Green flag is in the air, back underway. Cody Klein still up front. Got a good lead on Austin Webster. 51. Brian Preble is a third place car, followed by Nick Vince Seguera. Josh Weant, Scott Neary, that's the top 6. Carter Weant trying to get in that top 6, and he'll chase down Josh now. That's 6th and 7th. The orange car and the white car going down the back straightaway. Get the white flag this time. Huge lead for Cody Klein. And right now, safely in that 6th spot, Josh Weant. Checkered flag in the air. Cody Klein wins it. Austin Webster 2nd. 3rd, Brian Preble. 4th was the 5 of Nick Vinciguerra. 5th, the 5S Scott Neary. And 6th, Josh Weant in the 21J. So the field is now set for the 20-lap slingshot feature here a little later on this evening. That will get us ready now for the restricted 600s, the first main event coming out. Well, it's a speed weekend for the restricted 600s here, starting with Linda Speedway tonight. They'll go to Lenco tomorrow and Action Track on Sunday. They have a couple sponsors that they want to thank. Kevin Nouse Design added $33 to the winner on each of the 3 nights. And then some special gift cards and money prizes going out here. First place tonight. They'll also be giving a $50 Hyper gift card, also $25 Newland gift card, and $35 cash from Hammerdown Engines. Second place, $25 from 600 Performance, $25 cash from McFadden Motorsports, and third place, $25 Geezy Shock Repair gift card, $20 cash from TRI Motorsports, and for fourth place, $10 Newland gift card. They also have a Passing Master $25 gift card on each of the 3 nights from HRE, that is Harshman Racing Engines. So some extra contingencies here tonight in the restricted 600 micro sprint main event. We mentioned earlier that all drivers are age 10 to 16. Have the restrictor plate on the car. Lowers the horsepower for the younger drivers. And we've been running around the 3-4 mark. We're up to 6 tonight. Good field of cars. The pole car. And he has won 3 times this year. The 41, Logan Rumsey, will start from the pole. Then the 21C, Jason Conover. The 21M of Hunter McFadden. 14, Kenny Beinauer. And the 2 of Jace Marshall. And the 60, Shane Krull. Rumsey has 3 wins. Hunter McFadden, 4 third-place finishes this year. Conover looked pretty strong in the heat race. Let's see what happens. They're lined up, ready to go. restricted 600s. Green flag in the air. We're underway. First feature of the night. Racing down that back straightaway. Rumsey showing the way. Through 3 and 4. Down the front stretch lap 1. Logan Rumsey. Conover in second. Hunter McFadden running third. He's very familiar with that spot this year. Third spot right now. As they have pulled away from 4th, 5th, and 6th. Here in the early going. 2 laps complete. Rumsey starts to pull away in the 41. Leading lap number 3. Rumsey in the lead, then Conover. And Hunter McFadden running in third. The 14, Kenny Beinhauer running in fourth. Getting a little closer now for second as they race to turns 1 and 2. Up front still, the 41 showing the way, going through the back part of the field now. Halfway through, Logan Rumsey has a very nice lead, but second place still close as the 21s. Jason Conover, Hunter McFadden, they will race second and third right now. Then the 14 running in that fourth spot of Kenny Beinhauer. Let's see, 5 to go this time. Rumsey has been strong all year long. He has a couple wins here. He's won at Lenco. Closing in on a couple cars now in 3 and 4. Less than 3 to go, and you can see the big lead that Rumsey has, but second place is closer. They go down the back straightaway. Racing through heavy traffic. Rumsey, he's not backing off, working through that traffic. While he does that, second place, great battle. Conover holding on to the spot. They'll get the white flag one more time around. And one more time on this great battle for second. Jason Conover, Hunter McFadden looking low. Checker flag, Logan Rumsey. And then the 21, second and third, Conover and McFadden. So the win, his fourth of the year, Logan Rumsey in the 41. Second went to Jason Conover, the 21. Then the 21M, Hunter McFadden was third. The 14, Kenny Beinhauer, fourth. 2, Jace Marshall, fifth. And Shane Kroll, the 60, was sixth. Oh, how about a round of applause for Logan Rumsey? Great run tonight, Logan. Yeah, I went through these. I didn't see it anywhere. All right, fans, if you get your 50-50 tickets out, we'll read that winning number to you. And then just bring your ticket up to the tower for your winnings. So that number is 393-904. 393-904. Come up to the tower if you have it. XL 600 Modifieds coming out next. And he won a heat earlier tonight. He'll start from the pole. In the feature, the 18J, Jeff Sechrist will start from the first spot. Second starter, the 9400 deal. Second row inside in the 00, that is Cody Manmiller. And last year's champion will start in fourth. Purple Power number 9, Richie Hitzler. Starting from the fifth spot. Out of Origsburg, the number 5, Jeremy Geiswhite. And going sixth, the number 20, also a heat winner tonight, Corey Sechrist. 16th in car number 8 is Tiffany Hitzler. 17th starter, the 24, DJ Hunt. 18th to 62, Shauna Shabilia. 19th to 22, Lance Garrison. 20th to 98, Matt Warner. 21st to 93, Ray Gradwell. Starting 22nd to 26, Grant Shabilia. 23rd, the 88, Eric Whitby. And 24th starter, the current points leader in the tour, starting from last, 28S, Sam Shikatano. 24 cars, 20 laps.
Where's the 14 at? 14's in the back here. The orange. The orange one needs to come.
Excuse me. Can I see this? It needs to come all the way up.
Okay, guys, we're going this
Field is set.
This time, guys.
24 cars about to go 20 laps. They'll start in turn number 4. As the starter looks the field over, coming out of 4, green flag. Sechrist leads the pack going out of turn number 2. Hunter Deal the second, then Man Miller. Richie Hitzler to the outside. He'll take that third spot. Lap number 1. Hitzler up to third. Sechrist, Deal, Hitzler. Man Miller fourth. Battle for fifth. Chaz Bashinsky looked low but backs off. The 5 of Geisweit right there. Geisweit the fourth, Bashinsky fifth. Man Miller in the 00 follows suit in the 6th spot. 3 laps down. Jeff Sechrist showing the way. Underdeal second. Then Hitzler in third. Jeremy Geisweit holding on the fourth. Right behind him, Chaz Bashinsky is closer for second as Deal tries to hold off Richie Hitzler. They race out of turn number 4. They complete lap number 5. Still up front, it's Sechrist. Jeff Sechrist up front in 18J. Deal, Hitzler, they're close, second spot. Geisweit fourth. Bashinsky in fifth. Hitzler trying to stay close to that 94 car as they go to turn number 3. Looking down on the inside, staying really close to Hunter Deal. Deal, Hitzler, Geisweit, and Bashinsky. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. Race leader starting to pull away. Man Miller still 6th, then Kenny Harrison 7th. Corey Sechrist in the 8th spot, then Ty Hoke and Joe Carter rounding out the top 10. The leader is pulling away. Jeff Sechrist, veteran racer, first year in the 600 modified. He will see the halfway signal this time. 10 down, 10 to go. While he pulls away, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Very close here, working on lap 11. And the caution comes out.
Yellow guys, yellow and 2, yellow and 2, yellow and 2.
Ray Gradwell bringing out the caution. Hit the wall hard over there in turn number 2, bringing out the first caution of this race, 11 laps down. That will erase the big lead that Jeff Sechrist had. Second through 6th, they were close. And the leader was taking advantage of that. He pulled away and was getting close to getting into lap traffic. And then that's when the caution flag came out for Raymond Gradwell. So now they will pull the field back together again. The leader will have to share the front row with Hunter Deal. So Jeff Sechrist in the 18J and Hunter Deal in the 94. That's your front row.
Lineup is good like this. You can get doubled up. Just watch yourself.
Third will be the 9 of Richie Hitzler. And fourth, the number 5 of Jeremy Geisweit. Chaz Bashinsky out of Virginia. He's 5th in the 53. Matt Miller, the 00, currently 6th, and Kenny Harrison 7th.
All right, we're going this time, guys. We're going this time.
All right, they're lined up side by side. We went 11 laps without a caution. Some great racing up front. We'll see if Jeff Sechrist can hold on to that lead. Hitzler down low, and he will take the second spot. Geisweit follows him. Not the start that Hunter Deal wanted here. Working on 12. Sechrist gets a nice lead, then Hitzler. Geisweit third. Bashinsky fourth. Deal in fifth. Jeff Seacrest, just a couple laps to go, and he has pulled away from Hitzler. In the 5 car of Geisweit running in third. Bashinsky in fourth. Still Seacrest, then Hitzler. Geisweit in third, then Bashinsky and Hunter Deal. Kenny Harris in the 6th spot. Hoke the 7th, Matt Miller back to 8th. Side by side for 10th. DJ Hunt up from the consolation along with Dylan McCrone. That's battle for 10th spot. 2 to go. Jeff Seacrest, he's been strong the whole race, and right now he has 1 more lap to go. White flag in the air. On the final lap, Seacrest showing the way down the back straightaway, and the car goes around. Caution flag out. Greg Carico goes around in 3 and 4, brings out the caution with 1 lap to go. And we were watching Seacrest trying to hold on. But now, Richie Hitzler will get 1 more shot. So will the 5 of Geisweit. So far this season, we've had 8 different winners in 8 races. And if Jeff Seacrest can hold on, that would make 9 different winners this year. But he has the defending champion right behind him as they now get ready to line them up, double file, 1 lap shootout. Can Jeff Seacrest get his first career win in a 600 modified, or will it be Hitzler or Geisweit?
We're going this time.
We're about to find out. They'll start in turn 4. Green and white. Hitzler going to get 1 more effort out on the outside and contact. They jam him up in turn number 2.
Caution, guys, caution. Caution.
Well, we've got an old-fashioned slobber knocker over there in turn 2, and the red flag will come out. They brace for the lead, and unfortunately, several cars back there sitting in turn 2. So over half the field involved in that accident back there in turn 2. When you have a last lap restart like that, guys are trying to get positions, trying to get the lead. Unfortunately, things like that will happen. And we have a lot of wrecked equipment back there in turn 2. So the cleanup crews back there, the wrecker assisting with the cleanup in turn number 2. Unfortunately, Dylan McCrone is being towed to the pits. Young driver in the C car. He was a winner earlier this year. Double O of Cody Manmiller is turned around back there. Cody was up as high as 6th at one point. And also, of course, unfortunate for Hunter Deal. A tough break for Hunter running up front the entire race. He's being pushed to the pits. 90 of Trent Warner is back there.
Might be a little bit for a hook.
14 of Greg Carico involved back there.
I mean, you got written down there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 24. So now I've got yellow cars behind that.
So about 13 cars total were back in that accident here on the final lap.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he kept going. He's still your leader. 53 then. 94.
Double zero of Manmiller now turning that car around. Another one of our feature winners from earlier this season, Cody Manmiller, and it looks like he'll be able to keep that Alpha Distribution Solutions double zero back in the running.
So this is single file. Okay.
20, 20, 62, 62, 14. I don't know. 88's going off. The C went off.
The 88 of Eric Whitby now being towed away from the four-wheeler.
94.
And it's been a rough night for Eric as well. He had to work hard to qualify through the consolation, and then when you get trying to work up through the pack in the feature, and when you get one of those big accidents like that, unfortunately, things will happen. DJ Hunt, the 24, is able to turn it back around and should keep going. So we haven't lost too many cars from that accident, as several of them are getting pushed away and the lineup once we go back to yellow. 53, Chaz Bashinsky was running in the top 5. Chaz being pushed to the pits now.
All right, guys, listen up. Here's going to be your starting order. Oh, I'm sorry. After the doubles,
18, J. Jeff Seacrest kept going, so he will hold on to the lead. He will be the lead car on this restart. The 18J, Jeff Seacrest, and the 9 of Hitzler will be second,
it's going to be a single file.
and the 5 Geisweit third, and then the 1 of Harris will be fourth. It'll be a single file restart. 2 straight weeks of bad luck for Ty Hoke, unfortunately, on the back of the wrecker going to the pit area. Also dropped out of the feature last week. So once again, that running order, the 18J, Jeff Sechrist, the leader. This is a 1-lap shootout. It'll be single file. Second to 9 of Richie Hitzler. Third to 5, Jeremy Geiswhite. Fourth to 1 of Kenny Harris. Fifth to 11, Mason Peters. Sixth to 211, Brian Blankenbiller. Then the 22, Lance Garrison.
26-00.
98 of Matt Warner and 28S Sam Shikatano. And the 8 of Tiffany Hitzler.
20 and 62 switch. 20 and 62 switch.
We're good. 19. Good 19.
All right, guys, we're going this time. We're going this time.
So we'll go green and white here one more time, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if Jeff Sechrist could try to become the 9th different winner of the season here at Linda Speedway, or maybe Richie Hitzler, or Jeremy Geiswhite, or Kenny Harris. We're about to find out. Good start for Sechrist. Hitzler there in second here on the final lap. Hitzler makes a move on the inside, but it'll be Sechrist taking a win.
All right, the top five over the scales. Top 5 over the scales. And the top 3.
Jeff Sechrist pulls it out at the end there, holds off Richie Hitzler for the victory. His first win at Linda Speedway, 9th different winner of the season. Third went to 5 of Jeremy Geiswhite. Fourth to the 1, Kenny Harris. Fifth to the 11, Mason Peters. Sixth spot to the 211, Brian Blankenbiller. Seventh to 22, Lance Garrison. Eighth was Sam Shikatano. Ninth, Matt Warner. And 10th was Tiffany Hitzler was 10th. Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Just a reminder, race fans, the winning 50-50 ticket has not yet been claimed. The ticket number is 393904. That is the winning 50-50 ticket number. If you think you have it, you can come to the tower for the money.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Climbing out of the car and taking the victory, Jeff Sechrist. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Well, I've been watching you race a long time, and it didn't take long to get this win here in the 600 modified.
Yeah, it's been a learning curve, definitely. I'm used to the big cars, but we're getting there. Fine. I didn't need that yellow on the last lap, I can tell you that.
I'll tell you what, that was. Talk about that last lap there going to turn 1.
It was just wild. I knew Hitzler was going to be fast on the outside, and I missed the outside a little bit, and everybody just piled in then.
But the next restart, you were all good, got a great start and kept it going.
Yep, that's all I want to do is get a good start on Hitzler and go in high into one so he couldn't get me up top.
What do you think about the 600 modified?
I love them. It's good class to run, affordable. You get a lot to learn in them.
And who would you like to thank?
My crew, definitely. All these guys here, couldn't do it without them.
All right, well, enjoy Victory Lane. Congratulations. Jeff Seacrest, your winner.
I don't know how you be one short. Like it should be two, not one.
Junior slingshot feature will be next. The 5 Brock Pinkoris. Brock Pinkerus, car number 5. The 1 Tyler Olsch. 72 Casey Huffcut. 73 Paulie Hartwig. 32 Tanner Bingaman. 78 Aiden Donaldson. And James Hendricks, 75X. 7 cars, 15 laps. First appearance of the junior slingshots here at Linda Speedway for 2019.
Do it.
All right, field is set.
Green this time.
They are lined up. They will take the green flag this time. This is the junior slingshot feature.
Nice shape.
Green flag is in the air. And we got one sideways, but keeps going. Green flag. Tyler Olsch takes the lead. Tyler out of Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. Showing the way, lap number 1. Battle for second as the leader starts to pull away. Brock Pinkerus in that second spot. That beautiful number 5 car holding down the second position. And Paulie Hartwig, second generation driver, running in the third spot.
There are only 6 restricted 600s and 221s.
Tanner Bingaman has moved up into the fourth spot. That red number 32 was here last week, took a few laps with the senior slingshots. Car definitely back up the power here this week, running in the fourth spot. Still close for second between Brock Pinkerus and Paul Hartwig. And the 32 of Bingaman moving in there on the inside from fourth, trying to get third. 78, putting his name in there. Aiden Donaldson down on the inside. Everybody trying to take a shot here in that top 5. Meanwhile, the leader says, you guys go ahead, battle it out. And Tyler All's pulling away. Brock Pinkerus in the second spot. Hartwig third, the 73. Halfway now on the field, and a great battle from second on back. The 5 of Pinkerus, the 73 Hartwig, 32 Bingaman running in fourth, then side by side for fifth. Junior Slingers putting on a good show here in the top 5. 78 Aiden Donaldson in the fifth spot. Leader has over a full straightaway lead. Brock Pinkerus and Paul Hartwig, they're close. And then look at that battle for fourth, fifth, and sixth. Second and third going into the first corner. Brock Pinkerus holding the spot. Hartwig pushes back a little bit, and here comes the 32 of Bingaman up on the outside. Casey Huffcutt, the 72, moving back up into fifth.
No. What happened? I said, this is white flag.
Checker flag coming out for the 1 of Tyler Alsh. Great run for Tyler.
Yes.
Tyler Alsh getting the win. Brock Pinkerus second. Paul Hartwig third. Tanner Bingaman fourth. Casey Huffcutt fifth. Aiden Donaldson sixth. James Hendricks, little purple haze, he finished seventh. Check 1, 2. All right, climbing out of the car, victorious Tyler Alsh. All right, Tyler, great run tonight. Pulled out, had a great lead over a full straightaway. Car looked really strong tonight.
Yeah, the track was pretty good out there. There was only like a couple ruts that it was pretty good to track, and the car felt great. It just worked out in my favor.
Was really right at the beginning of the race. You made that move quick and got into the lead.
Yeah, the outside's pretty quick today, and I just used that to my advantage.
So who would you like to thank here for this great season that you're having in car number 1?
I'll thank my dad and all my sponsors and everybody else, and my grandpa for everything they do for my car.
All right, well, enjoy Victory Lane. Congratulations. Tyler Alsh, your winner of the Junior Slingshot feature. Here's your lineup for the Wingless 600 Microspin feature. Starting on the pole of Anvil, car number 3, Sean Dove. And outside the first row in the 71, Zach Burgess. Starting third, Dynamite Dakota Bartlett, 54D. And going fourth, the 22H, Fred Heinley. Fifth, the 7B, Aiden Borden. Sixth, the 88J, Joey Amantea. Seventh, the 03, Ryan Groff. Eighth star to 75, Brevin Rothermel. And going ninth, last week's winner, the 21K, Tommy Koonsman. 10th to 49, Ben Ernst. 11th to 16A, Aaron Bollinger. 12th to 46 of Tyler Lindsay. 13th to 12 of Joe Dopke. 14th to 163, Jeremy Harshman. 15th to 23R, Rebecca Lamoth. 16th to 3C, Clayton Shaw. And 17th to 50, Jake Severn. The 8 of Cliff Bryan Jr. and the 2S of Garrett Smith are also scheduled to be out there but did not make the call. We got them set. Green flag in the air. 600 micro feature underway. As they power down the back straightaway, Sean Dove leads the field coming down for lap number 1. Dakota Bartlett in the second spot, started third, up to second. Top 4 cars start to separate themselves from 5th and 6th. They try to close in here on lap number 2. Dove Bartlett, Aiden Borden, your top 3. Borden looking down low from that third spot. Side by side for second. And now it's a 4-car battle up front, with 5th and 6th trying to close in. Great racing up front. Sean Dove, Dakota Bartlett, Joey Amantia in the 88J. He's right there. Moved into that third spot. Tommy Koonsman now joins in as well. So we got a great battle up front as they race for position. Going into 3 and 4. Koonsman down on the bottom. Bartlett up high, and he's got the lead going to turn 1. Koonsman makes a move on the inside. And the 21 goes to second. Bartlett now, he has the lead. Koonsman second, Amantia third. Dove back to 4th. Aiden Borden tries to get by Dove going into turn 3. Much like the 600 modified feature, this one going quickly as well, as we have completed 8 laps so far. Caution flag. And a car going around in turn number 1 brings out the caution flag.
54, 21, 88, 3, 7, 16, 03, 50, 22, 163,
46, Tyler Lindsay is the car over there in turn number 1. Tyler Lindsay, the 46. So we went 8 quick laps so far here in this 25 lap 600 micro feature. Dakota Bartlett, what a great battle up front. Bartlett made his way up on the outside, took the lead. As he took the top spot, Koonsman was fighting down on the bottom, and he worked his way into the runner-up position. So now we have Bartlett first, Koonsman second, and the 88J of Joey Amantia running in that third spot. Leader Sean Dove into the 4th position, and then Aiden Borden, 7B, been racing very well also. He's in the 5th spot. Aaron Bollinger, 16A. Back with us here after a couple weeks away. Great to have Aaron back. He's in the 6th spot. And then your second man in points, the 03 of Ryan Groff. Cool. They got a great points battle going, and we mentioned that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th in the points. Bartlett is involved in that. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Kuzma went high, now low, and shoots it down to the inside, and he'll get the spot. So we got a new race leader, Tommy Koonsman. Then Bartlett, then Amantia. Sean Dove, Aiden Borden, your top 5. Bartlett trying to hold on to second. Keep Joey back there in that 3rd spot. 15 laps to go. They race through the field right now. Pretty good battle going on just outside the top 5. Aaron Bollinger, Ryan Groff, Jake Severin. And Jake had to work his way up from the back. He's up on the outside making some moves here, trying to get in that top 5. Sean Dove fighting with Aaron Bollinger. Bollinger down low, Dove up high, then Severn right there as well. Fifth, sixth, and seventh, very close. Bring along eighth, ninth, and 10th as well as they come out of turn 4. Severn down on the inside. So the race leader's the 21K Tommy Koonsman. He's checked out, trying to close in on some traffic. 54 Dakota Bartlett, 88J Joey Amantia, 7B8 in Borden, 16A of Aaron Bollinger. The top 5. The second 5 being led right now by Jake Severn. Leader working his way through traffic. Passes the first car back there, Rebecca Lamoth. Fast-paced, 25 laps, 600 feature. We'll get 5 to go on Koonsman. Less than 3 to go, and the leader working his way through traffic very nicely. Just watching him go through this traffic and not losing any ground from second on back. They're trying to close in, but they now have to fight through the traffic. Amantia, who is now second, and then Bartlett. Got the white flag coming out now one more time around. And Tommy Koonsman getting the victory. Sixth win of the year for Tommy Koonsman in this class, the wingless 600s. Second, the 88J Joey Amantia. Then Dakota Bartlett was third. Fourth, 16A Aaron Bollinger. Fifth was a 7B8 in Borden. Sixth, the 50 Jake Severn. Seventh, the 03 Ryan Groff, second man in points, getting seventh. Eighth, the 3 Sean Dove. Ninth, the 49 Ben Ernst. And 10th was Fred Heinley in the 22. Climbing out of the car, Tommy Koonsman, sixth win of 2019 in the wingless 600s. Came in tonight with a 28-point lead on Ryan Groff, who did get a top 10, but Koonsman going to lengthen that points lead just a little bit more with this victory. 600s will be back next week. They'll have the wings on the cars. the wing 600s, and then 2 weeks from tonight, we'll have the wingless cars back here on the 30th of August. I want to thank the members of the press down there. Amy's Photos, of course, the official photographer here at Linda Speedway. The link to her page for pictures is on the lindaspeedway.com homepage. So if you're looking for any pictures from this year or prior years here at Linda Speedway, check out Amy's Photos, the link on lindaspeedway.com. Also, Mike Knappenberger down there from the Race Chasing Group. And special thanks goes out to all the sponsors tonight for their award. Their extra $25 in each feature for the first car that has the sticker, the Race Chasing sticker on the car. Also want to thank Jim Murdoch, the official videographer here at Linda Speedway. Jim here tonight as well. Well, we have 2 more features to go, and that slingshot main event's coming up next. A lot of cars in this one. 24 scheduled to start. We're going to run that starting lineup down for you right now. On the pole will be the 3S of Brett Spittler. Outside pole will be the 22T. Feature winner this year from Lebanon, Justin Thompson. Starting third, first start of the year, car number 7, Shelby McLaughlin. And fourth starter in that S&S 55, always a top runner whenever he is here, Jared Silphy. Starting fifth, car number 3, Dave Carrigan. And on the outside of Dave in row number 3, 6th starter, former Slingshot national champion, the 32 from Ole, Brett Bieber. Starting 7th winner this year, the 114, Travis Bieber. And going 8th, back with us tonight, first start of the year here at Linda's, 35, Dylan Hoke. Starting 9th, the 3-time winner out of Cleona, the 18S, Ronnie Spittler. And going 10th in the 22, they call him TVD, Tanner Van Doren. Starting 11th will be the 77 of Wally Bell. And going 12th, the 47Z, winner this season, Zachary Steffi. 13th starter, second-generation driver in car number 1X, Trevor Bixler. And 14th in the F14 from Lebanon, Scott Gray. 15th starter, the 7A, Josh Patterson. And lining up 16th, the 21W, Chuck Wary. 17th, the 24H, Kyle Hervé. And 18th, the 13, Blair Shanley. Consolation winner will start 19th, the 112, Cody Klein. And 20th, the 1W, Austin Webster. 21st, the 51, Brian Prevel. 22nd, the 5V, Nick Vinciguerra. 23rd, the 5S, Scott Neary. And 24th, 21J, Josh Weant. First alternate will be the 14C, Carter Weant. Second alternate, the 20A of Scott Slade. 24 cars scheduled to go. 20 laps. Big weekend for the Slingshots tonight, then tomorrow at Hamlin, and Sunday, the season finale. Hard to believe, the season finale at Action Track in Kutztown this coming Sunday. We have a 5-race series now for this chase for the championship, as the 22T Justin Thompson and the winningest driver this year, Ronnie Spittler, are the top 2 cars starting with that. 16 points for Thompson, 13 for Spittler. So they're sort of starting even now in the last 5 races of the year here in the chase. So race number 1 of the chase tonight Big one for the All-Star Slingers. A great field. We're about set to go green. They're lined up. Green flag in the air. And we're underway. Justin Thompson, 22T. Leads the pack down the back straightaway. Here comes Sylphie in the 55. Lap number 1. One car slow in the back, the 5V Vince Aguera. And Vince Aguera comes to a stop, yellow out. Yellow out. We've got cars jamming it up over there in turn 2 after the caution. The yellow came out for Nick Vince Aguera, the 5.
22.55 3S.
22T of Justin Thompson, wasting no time and taking that top spot. Justin, a former champion here. He guys at 11 in Pennsylvania.
F14, you gotta go up behind the
Sylphie,
You gotta go up behind the
Jared Sylphie in the S&S Speedways 55, running second.
21.77.
And Brett Spittler having a good run so far in the 3S car. He's in the third spot.
22.1X. 13.24.
And of course, it's the return of Dylan Hoke tonight. Dylan here with the 35, currently in the 4th spot. Multi-time feature winner here in the past. Of course, he's a second-generation driver. I watched his dad, Lance Hoke, for many years. Matter of fact, I catch myself several times ready to call out the name Lance Hoke when I see 35. As his dad also raced a Sportsman modified car years ago and a street stock and an enduro car. Dylan, he's been driving different types of cars. He had a Speedster last year and a Sportsman modified earlier this year. But back to his roots tonight in the Slingshot. They're getting the field lined up in their proper spots. We have 1 down, 19 to go. Don't forget, fans, next Friday night is the Jonestown Derby here at Linda Speedway. Small car demolition derby. And the complete rules are on lindaspeedway.com. Gates open 5 o'clock. Warm-ups at 7. Wing 600s also here next week, and the Chargers as well.
I would suggest calling that 22 up to the pit shack. That was all.
So we got 1 lap showing on the counter, 19 to go. Leader choosing the outside for the start, 22T. Justin Thompson, veteran racer, former champion here, also competes at Action Track. Sylphie will be on the front row with him, and I'm not sure about this start as they're on the back straightaway. It's a no-go.
Yellow's out. Yellow. 1W47. I'm gonna guess they're gonna get this spot. are these guys getting their spots back? 'Cause
I want to give a shout out to all the sponsors here tonight. Hoosier Tire, Mid-Atlantic, Precise Racing Products, Hyper Racing, MGS Trailer Store, Esches Towing and Salvage, Speedway Entertainment, Amy's Photos, Kim's Creation, Mongoose Chassis. I want to thank all of them for their continued support here in the 2019 season at Linda Speedway. Of course, Speedway Entertainment, the Slingshots. We'll get everything sorted out back there. I have a couple cars that after the caution, actually, we didn't get the green flag out. So those cars made some contact. They'll get their spots back if they can continue. Austin Webster, the red 1W, he's being hooked up over there in 3. We ain't able to continue the 21. So we'll have a couple of them try to join the field and a few of them unfortunately being towed away. This Tuesday, the big race at Little Linda Speedway. Tuesday, August 20th, it's the Little Linda Speedway National Open presented by Superior Auto Service of Hellertown. And on the card for that race will be the Red Plate Novice, Junior Honda, Senior Honda 160, and World Formula. And that's this Tuesday night at the Little Linda Speedway, the track on the infield. Big race coming up here just a couple evenings away. Zachary Steffi being towed to the pit area in the 47Z. Zachary, a regular here at Linda Speedway, also at Shellhammers on Saturday nights. And unfortunately, his night coming to an end here. One win earlier in the season.
going green this time. It shouldn't be a single file start.
So Chase race, and the points leader is leading this race, Justin Thompson, with the green flag in the air. Dylan Hoke moves up into third, makes the move. Past the 3, up into the third spot. Dylan Hoke up to third. Thompson leads them in 1 and 2, and then a battle for second. Side by side, Hoke on the inside. Jared Silphy up on the outside, and Hoke's got that second spot. Brett Spittler, and then the 3 of Carrigan running fifth. "15 laps to go. It's still Thompson up front, Hoke trying to chase him down. Silphy third. Brett Spittler, Dave Kerrigan rounding out that top 5. And then 6th, 7th, 8th, a little close coming out of turn number 4. The 7 of Shelby McLaughlin. 32, Brett Bieber. 18S, Ronnie Spittler. Cody Klein going side by side, trying to move up through the field after winning that Consi earlier, and now makes some contact in turn 4. And the 112 pushes back a few spots. Battle up front for the race lead, as they will get the halfway signal this time. Thompson and Hoke racing closely, 1 and 2. Silphy third. Brett Spittler in the 4th spot, then Carrigan. Race leaders going through 3 and 4. 9 more times around. Hoke trying to look down on the inside as they start to close on traffic. Race leaders coming down the straightaway now, closing in on that traffic, and there goes Hoke down on the inside, and he'll make the pass going out of turn 2. But heavy traffic just in front. We'll see if Thompson can close back in. Hoke going to go to the inside, working through the traffic. Thompson follows from right through. 3 cars in front of the leaders. They race into turn number 3. Little contact going into 4. Thompson gets the spot back. Thompson showing the way now. Hoke in second. Behind 2 cars in traffic. Going to turn 3. Thompson hard down on the inside. Here comes Hoke. He even goes lower and he takes the lead back. Oh, lots of tagging going on there. Not in a good way either, as one car goes to the pit area. 2 to go on your leader. Dylan Hoke. What a great battle that went on through traffic, and Hoke now tries to stretch out that lead. Silphy having some handling issues on the 55 as they get the white flag. Right rear flat tire on the 55 was third, now will fall back as the checker flag will come out. Dylan Hoke getting the victory, Thompson second. Some great racing there through traffic. And they exchanged the lead several times. Dylan Hoke gets the win in the 35. Second went to the 22T, Justin Thompson. Third to the 3, Dave Carrigan. Fourth to the 7, Shelby McLaughlin. Fifth to 3S, Brett Spittler. Sixth to 32, Brett Bieber. Seventh was Ronnie Spittler, the 18S. Eighth to 21W, Chuck Wary. Ninth to 114, Travis Bieber. And 10th to 55, as he holds on for 10th, Jared Silphy. Climbing out of the car, Dylan Hoke, victorious here in Victory Lane. Check 1, 2. Well, welcome back to Linda's Speedway. You certainly came back in a big way here tonight. That was a very entertaining race, battling through traffic. Talk about that climb up there through the field.
It was a fun night. It was a good race for sure. The caution sort of fell my way. I restarted fourth there. Wish we would have gone double file, but ended up going single file. I mean, we pulled it off anyway. So it was a good race with Justin. He was tough. He was tough to beat. So great racing with him. Congratulations on the second place. Strong second place.
Justin, always very tough here and working through that traffic. Talk about that traffic when you're working through.
Oh, they were rough too. They were racing 2, 3 wide at times, and at that point there's really no place for us to go. So that's when it got pretty interesting between me and Justin. It is what it is.
Who would you like to thank?
I got to thank all my sponsors. First of all, Keller Williams, Craig Ryan, Platinum Realty, and Russ Walbert, Walbert Funeral Homes. They're what gets us here. The sponsors keep us going. So besides that, just thanks to my family for coming out and just being here for us tonight. Unfortunately, my brother got wrecked in the Conti in an unfortunate way. So kind of sad that he couldn't race with us tonight, but it's all right.
All in all, it was a great night. Congratulations. Two 70s are coming up next. Final feature of the evening coming out, 270s, the Time Trial Series, race number 3. And this is the way they will line up starting on the pole will be the 21K of Tommy Koonsman. Second will be the 18 of Bill Gray, making his third start of the year in car number 18. Third will be the 77S out of Bloomsburg, Ben Stoltz. And outside of Ben will be the O2 of Alex Swift. Alex Swift was the quick timer tonight in that O2. Fifth start will be the 41 out of Lebanon, Mike Boyer. And starting in the sixth spot, making a rare appearance here in the 15, Sean McAndrew. Seventh, the 87 of Austin Graby. And the 76 of Brent Shearer. Starting ninth, the living legend himself, the 21D of Randy West. And outside of Randy, in the 69, Cameron Smith. 12th starter, the 14, Brandon Kroc. And 13th, the number 5, Jesse Smith. And the 96 of Brock Whistler. And the 2C, JT Bertosky. 77, Isaac Graby. And the team cars, B8 Brittany Zeller and the N8 of Nate Gibble. And then at the rear of the field, we have a driver change in the 38. It'll be Brian Heiss, the owner of the car. Brian Heiss will start from the back in the 38.
All right, we're going green this time.
Koonsman Gray are front row. 18 starters. Here in the 270 micro sprint main event, the curtain closer for the night. 25 laps. And the green flag is in the air. We're underway. Lap number 1, it's Koonsman down the back straightaway. McAndrew making some moves. Up to 4th, trying to get more. He's on the outside. Coming out of 4, he's got 3rd. Here comes Sean McAndrew up to the 3rd spot. Chasing down Billy Gray in the 18. Looking high once again, and he's trying to get that 2nd spot. Swift in 4th. And Stoltz in the 5th spot, and it is the 15 of Sean McAndrew, but fighting back Gray. McAndrew's got 2nd. We'll see if McAndrew can reel in Tommy Koonsman. One car slow, yellow flag is out. Caution flag out. 2 cars having some problems. Unfortunately, Randy West being one of them.
21,
Nate Gibble, the other car.
02,
4 laps down.
76, 41, 87, 69, 14, 21, 5, 96, 38, 2C, 77.
Koonsman took the lead from his pole starting spot. But the 15 of Sean McAndrew, invading driver, Sean McAndrew, made his way into 2nd. Looked like he might be closing in on that leader. There's only 4 laps down, 21 to go. Nate Gibble being towed to the pit area. Tommy Koonsman in the lead, and in the 15, Sean McAndrew. 18, Bill Gray, 3rd. 02, Alex Swift in the 4th spot. And the 77 of Ben Stoltz running in 5th.
All right, we're going green this time. Going green this time.
Green flag back in the air. And Koonsman on the throttle starts to pull away quickly. Gray will battle with the 0-2 of Swift. Swift up on the outside gets third. Alex Swift now looks low, trying to get second. And he'll have the spot down the straightaway. Swift now second, McAndrew third. Gray in fourth, then the 77 of Stoltz. Battle for that third spot as they go to turn number 3, side by side. Bill Gray in the 18 and 15 of McAndrew. He can throw in the 77 of Stoltz. That's third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth place car right there. Brent Shearer in the 76. Leader trying to pull away. Tommy Koonsman. But the 0-2 has other ideas. He's trying to close in on that leader. Alex Swift in the Walton 0-2 car. He pulls away from Bill Gray, who's in third. And McAndrew and the 77 of Stoltz. But he's spread out now here as the field completely around the quarter mile. And the leader has now put a lap down on Brittany Zeller. Brittany Zeller going one lap down. Quickly getting by the 0-2. Alex Swift wants to stay within striking distance of that leader when they get to traffic. He's hoping maybe he can make a few moves and get caught up to the 21K. Halfway this time. 12 laps to go. Time Trial Series race number 3, and Tommy Koonsman. He's won 6 this year on the regular point series. He's trying to get one on the Time Trial Series. He's got a lot of traffic ahead of him. They almost go 3 wide in the back, and the leader's closing in. Gets by the 77 of Graby. Here comes the 0-2 of Alex Swift. They're in heavy traffic, and it's going to get close. Koonsman trying to stay to the bottom. JT Bertowski's 2 car. And here comes the 0-2, close it in. And the caution comes out. Boy, it was starting to get really close there in traffic as the 0-2 of Swift was catching the 21K of Koonsman. But then the caution flag coming out for the 14 of Brandon Kroc here on the front straightaway. You have 16 laps down, 9 to go in this final feature of the evening. Take a look at the running order. Tommy Koonsman, the leader. Second, the 0-2, Alex Swift. Third, the 18 of Bill Gray. Fourth, the 15, Sean McAndrew. And fifth, the 77S, Ben Stoltz. Sixth is the 76 of Brent Shearer. Seventh, the 41, Mike Boyer. Eighth, the 87 of Austin Gravy. Ninth, the 38, Brian Heist. And 10th is Brock Whistler in the 96. Well, Pat Beeler won the first 2 races of the Time Trial Series. He's not here tonight. So we know we'll have a new winner tonight. The 0-2 looks strong, but we'll see what happens now at open ground. We'll see if he can still stay with that leader. Gray's been tough tonight. McAndrew always strong. Getting the cars in their proper positions.
Who's my yellow? 14. He went off. right, we're going green this time. Going green this time.
Go green this time around. It'll be 9 laps to go. Defending champion Tommy Koonsman will lead the field here on the restart. Boyer, Gravy, and Heist were really close there on that restart as they all stay in position. Fourth on back, pretty close. Bill Gray, McAndrew, and Stoltz, third, fourth, fifth. Koonsman put a couple lengths between himself and Swift, but he hasn't pulled that far away. Swift remaining within distance here with 6 to go. McAndrew holding down the fourth and fifth, the 77 is Stoltz. And then watching from that 6th spot, Brent Shearer in the 76 tonight. Three more times around. Koonsman now stretched it out just a little bit more on the 0-2 of Alex Swift. And Shearer mixing it up, trying to get in that top 5 with the 76. 2 to go on Koonsman. One more time around. And they'll come to the checkers. Tommy Koonsman, win number 7. Win number 7 for Tommy Koonsman in the 21K. Second, the 0-2, Alex Swift. Third was the 18, Bill Gray. Fourth, the 77S of Ben Stoltz. Fifth was Sean McAndrew, really closely for that 5th spot. Sixth, the 76, Brent Shearer. Seventh was the 41, Mike Boyer. Eighth, the 87, Austin Gravy. Ninth was Brian Heist in the 38. And 10th, Randy West, the 21D.
He's supposed to be down there. 21D stays there.
Fry was talking all over you.
Sorry, what's that?
Fry was talking all over you. Whenever you heard what you said.
Well, fans, we want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. A lot of great racing all evening long, 6th Division show. And we'll do it again here next Friday night. We have that Jonestown Derby next week. Demolition Derby for the small cars next week, along with a full show of winged 600s and Chargers next Friday night. Gates open at 5, hot laps at 7. Keep posted with all the latest news on lindaspeedway.com and also on Facebook. And we'll have updates coming up during the week on the big Jonestown Derby this week. We congratulate all our winners tonight. Thank everybody for coming out. Have a safe drive home. And we will talk to you next week.